Hi, I'm Allison, and I'm going to be discussing intentionality discourse, writing in a social environment. For this video, I got my information from the article Dilemmas and Discourses of Learning to Write by Karen Wohlwend. With intentionality discourse, it is important to focus on and celebrate what students can do by valuing their efforts, even if they can only get the end product from mimicking a classmate. So what I mean by this is even if students get 4 things wrong and then 1 thing right, it's important to really focus and celebrate on that one thing that they did right in order to motivate them to try harder to receive that reinforcement. And also, if you have, say, 2 students sitting next to each other and you notice that one of them is just mimicking what the other person writes, that's okay too, because that's still them getting writing down, and it's one step closer to them coming up with their own. Intentionality discourse draws from constructivist psychological theories. So in past classes and current classes such as P251, E339, and E340, we've learned a lot about Piaget's theory of cognitive development and Vygotsky's social development theory. And all of these, including intentionality discourse, focus on the belief that students learn best through personal interactions between peers, classmates, and teachers in print-rich and responsive environments. Because of this belief, if teachers are going to incorporate this into their classrooms, they have to develop the necessary skill of kid watching in order to determine what each individual student needs to improve on. Teachers are expected to meet standards of accountability mandates as well as incorporate intentionality discourses into the classroom, which that can be very difficult. So an example of how this can be done well is if, say, you have a student that's struggling with phonetic spelling, you could have them stretch out the words, which would meet the accountability mandate of recording the first and last sounds in words, as well as using fellow classmates' names as models, which would use the intentionality discourse in a social environment. So how that would look is if you have a student who's trying to spell the word happy, you could have them sound it out really slow so that maybe they get the consonant sounds. And then if they're struggling with the first letter, you could say, well, Hannah's in the class and her name starts with H, and Hannah and happy start with the same letter. So that would lead to them getting the right word. That's all for today. Thanks.